Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hamden Academy, and welcome to the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us on this wintry Tuesday night. I'm Jim Churchill, joined on the broadcast here tonight by Ernie Clark from the Bangor Daily News, and also the drummer from the Hamden Academy Band. Ernie, good evening.
Yes, not bad, but not Ringo Starr, so we'll just have to make the most of it.
So, Ernie, we had a tremendous high school football season on the BDN Sports Game of the Week. We really lucked out with the weather, but always good to get inside the gyms this time of year and partake in a little high school basketball.
Yeah, the alternative today is not that great because the roads are not that good, and I'm a little concerned about how they're going to be in a couple of hours when it cools off a few more degrees. But yeah, we're first full week of basketball season. Remarkable how few undefeated teams there are in the boys' ranks in Northern Maine. There's only 7 or 8 left in the 5 classes, which bodes well for the season in terms of the competitive nature of most of the games. Having said that, we're here tonight to see one of the most dominant teams potentially in Northern Maine in the Hamden Academy Broncos. Really bring back the entire lineup from last year. Added a quality transfer in Mark Hutchings, big guy who played his first 2 years of high school basketball at Bangor High School, and a team that just has a year more experience after going out of the playoffs earlier than they expected last year in the quarterfinals. So they're motivated, and so far 3 wins in 3 games, all by more than 30 points. They've just been dominating opponents, and it's Skowhegan's task tonight to see what they can do to give themselves a chance to pull off the upset.
Yeah, we had the Skowhegan Indians football team in our last high school football broadcast. They managed to come back against Brewer in that game. We'll dive in a little deeper into these two teams when we come back, but right now we're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with more on this matchup between the Skowhegan Indians and the Hamden Academy Broncos next here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Exclusive savings are happening at a Tradewinds location near you. Save big with our happy hour specials every day from 4 to 6 p.m. Grab a family size 1-topping pizza, $6.99. Get 1 pound of our tender boneless wings, $6.99. A full pound of our locally famous buffalo wings, $6.99. Or 1 pound of our crispy french fries, just $2.99. Get this bundle deal and save 50%. Score even more with extended hours on Sunday at a Tradewinds location near you.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
And welcome back to Hamden Academy. Welcome back to the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Starting lineups being introduced. We are going to have the national anthem here very shortly, as Hamden has played 3 games. Skowhegan also 3 games. The Indians 2-1. We'll look at their results here very shortly, right after the anthem. We'll do that, Ernie. But a lot of games not being played tonight due to the weather we've had.
Yeah, travel conditions in particular, not a lot of snow, but just enough to mess up the roads.
All right, we'll get the national anthem here at Hamden Academy.
At this time, would everyone in attendance please rise and respectfully remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Hamden Academy students Jordan Kiesman and Nick Goshi.
Yeah, great job there. A couple of sax players, Ernie.
Yeah, don't
Right
hear
up
it
your
that
alley.
way. Don't hear
I
it that way
know.
very
That's
often.
beautiful.
I'm like a good saxophone.
All right, let's look more at this matchup between the Skowhegan Indians and the Hamden Academy Broncos. And we'll start with Skowhegan, Ernie. And a look here at their results. They had a win over Mount Blue, and they've also got a win over Nokomis. Tight one there in their most recent game. And in between those two victories, a tight loss at the hands of Erskine.
Yeah, not a tremendously high-scoring team, but a good defensive team. That keeps them in most games. It's a nice win over Nokomis last weekend by 3 points. And they're a team that's got some experience, not just from last year's high school basketball season when they made the semifinals in Class A, but 2 or 3 guys on this team played in a state championship game in football this past fall, just about a month ago.
All right, we are underway here at Hamden Academy. We got a traveling call here right off the bat. First turnover of the ball game. Ian McIntyre, the big guy, walking a little bit there. So it's going to be Skowhegan basketball. What do you anticipate from this Skowhegan team up against this very prolific Broncos squad?
Don't know a ton about them. No, they graduated their best ball handler from a year ago, so that if you're looking at trying to take some time off the clock against this explosive Hamden team, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I would expect them in the half-court set particularly to take a little bit of time and try to work for a good shot, because Hamden comes out with a defense that's allowing just 35 points a game.
Shot missed there by the Indians. See some familiar names from that very successful football team. Hamden with the basketball now. Winch, they wing it around to the left wing, and a shot missed there by Tommy Ray. Long rebound tracked down by the Indians. They quickly move it into the front court. Cam Barnes, he's a receiver on that team, wasn't he, Ernie?
Yeah, he was their top receiver, and Marcus Christopher, number 4, was a pretty prolific quarterback.
Barnes with the three-point try there, but can't get it to go, and now a foul after the Indian miss, and it's going to go against Skowhegan.
That's 2 possessions, 2 3-point shots by Skowhegan. And if they're not hitting those shots, looking like that's going to be one of their favorite lines of attack, they're going to be in some trouble. They're defensively playing a zone, 2-3 zone against Hamden.
Here's a shot put up by Lozier. That's off the front of the iron, no good. Skowhegan with the rebound. Coming away with it is Keela Chappelle.
Hamden all man-to-man. It's been their staple for years.
Barnes had it briefly on the right wing. Indians working the half court here, working that basketball around, looking for a good shot. Now showing some initiative there was Cole Pierce. Skowhegan chewing up some time in this possession. Here's a shot put up by Christopher. That's off, no good. And a slow start in this one. A minute 52 in, still no score.
Yeah, Christopher used his shoulder to create some space to get that shot off, but couldn't get squared up to the basket, hit the side of the rim and out of bounds to Hamden.
Let's see if the Broncos can break the ice here. Left-handed shot put up. That's off, no good. The miss there by Winch. And one and done once again for the Broncos. So Skowhegan here early on, Ernie, doing a nice job in the defensive rebounding column.
Yeah, and they've relegated Hamden to the outside. First 3 shots, 3-pointers.
Here's a takeaway by Winch, and he takes it all the way in for the first 2 points of the ball game.
That's something Skowhegan really can't afford, is unforced turnovers, particularly out on the perimeter, because that gives Hamden a chance to attack with few defenders against them.
Right wing, it's Barnes. He's guarded there by Winch. Now Winch, another steal. Up ahead it comes to Lozier, and he's going to lay it up and off. No good. Ahead of the pack there, and went with a little finger roll there. Looked like he was a little indecisive there towards the end, and it cost him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the natural one is to go up, use the backboard, and get the layup, but your body feels like you can get up there and do a little bit more with it sometimes.
That's so boring, Ernie. That's so boring using the backboard.
It was impressive from when I was able to do it. It was so rare that it happened.
Just one shot for Skowhegan in that possession. Now, cross-court pass down low, and the Broncos going to work it out, and the shot is up and down. Shot made there by Tommy Ray, the senior.
Yeah, just great ball movement by Hamden there. Very unselfish. You'll find a lot of extra passes in order to get an even better shot. Mosher had a shot from the corner that was open and was his, but he passed it back out to number 32, Tommy Ray, and made that shot look easy. His second three-point attempt of the night gets one to fall, and Hampden off to a solid start.
The BDN Sports Game of the Week brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at Quirk, online at quirkauto.com. All right, Skowhegan out of the timeout. Trotting up with the basketball, Colby Esty. He's a senior for the Indians, and Coach Neto. Here's Christopher, quarterback on the football team. Looking to set a screen here for Barnes. Now Christopher gets it back, puts it up off glass. That's off no good. And an opportunity there for an offensive rebound for La Chapelle. And couldn't control it, but it's going to be off Hampden, so the Indians will get another try here.
Yeah, La Chapelle's got good size.
Oh, good execution there on the inbounds play. Christopher on the receiving end. Normally he's delivering the passes here, at least on the football field. Received it, well executed there. The first 2 points for Skowhegan. All right, Hampden with the basketball. Ray is going to try another three, and he's got it. This time from the left corner. So Ray, 2 for 2 from long range here in his last 2 attempts.
Yeah, just needed one to get the arms loose, but
little cobwebs off.
Yeah,
there.
that time from the corner after shooting from the mid-range toward the top of the key for the first 3. So showing some range early on.
Indians trailing it 8-2, as you can see on the scoreboard. And a pass looking for La Chapelle down low. Stepping into the passing lane, I believe it was McIntyre to knock it away. Ray tries another 3. This time it's no good. Long rebound, though. Tracked down by the Broncos. They go to McIntyre near the free throw line. Now down low, they've got Winch. She's open, can't hit the layup. And now a fight for that rebound, and the Indians prevail. They trail it by 6, approaching the 3-minute mark here in this first quarter.
Boy, you see McIntyre battle about 3 different Skowhegan players for that offensive rebound. Couldn't come up with it, but that shows you the type of effort he puts forth on a nightly basis.
4-year starter, right, for the Broncos?
Indeed, and getting better every year. This year, worked to expand his game a little bit more toward the perimeter with an eye toward playing at the next level.
Christopher, a little drive down the left side of the lane, follow a jumper, but it's going to be blocked by Ray. Good defense there by number 32. And now coming in for Coach Neto. It's going to be number 20. That's Kyle Cruz. And La Chapelle checking out. It's in the left corner. Gets it out top to Esty. Esty being hounded there by Ross Webb. Here's Christopher. Zips it to the right side, and the shot is up and good. Cole Pierce draining one there from long range. First 3 in the ballgame for Skowhegan. They trail it by 3. Here's Ray driving the left baseline, puts up a floater, rolls off, no good. Rebound down to Pierce. He'll bring it up himself, dish it off to Christopher. Christopher drives with the left hand, goes up with the left hand, but has his shot blocked once again. This time it's McIntyre. Here come the Broncos. Webb, left corner, inside. They go to McIntyre. A lot of contact there. Shot is up and down. McIntyre showing his strength and some finesse there as well, Ernie.
Yeah, he's been making those moves for 4 years. It's just a nightmare for defenses to try to handle him, particularly when it becomes a one-on-one situation like it was in that case.
Defenders just kind of bounce off him. 5-point lead now for the Broncos. Minute and a half left to go here in the first quarter. And a 3-ball up here. That's off. No good. And coming away with it is going to be Ray for Hampden. Hands it off to Wolfington, another senior. A lot of veterans on this Bronco team. And that one's rattled home there by Winch. That left-handed shot. And suddenly the Broncos an 8-point lead.
And just so many weapons that Hampden has. All 5 guys they put out on the court capable of scoring in double figures.
Barnes goes with the left-handed dribble there. His shot is blocked, so the last few possessions here, the Indians not able to get their shot off. Winch will try another 3. This one is short, but on the weak side, coming down with the rebound, McIntyre. Webb will try a shot. That rolls around the rim and finally out. So we got a foul in the rebounding action. Looks like it might go against McIntyre as they head down to the other end of the floor. Indeed it is Ian McIntyre, and that'll be his first.
Yeah, Hamden started out offensively with McIntyre on the high post, but it was drawing so many defenders that in recent possessions, in the half-court set at least, they moved him down to the low post, which is made him more of an offensive factor and a rebounding factor, but a little overzealous pursuing the offensive rebound there.
Indians with it, down by 8, and still down by 8. Offensive rebound, though, there by Christopher. Takes some contact, falls away from 8 feet, and hits it along the left baseline. That makes it 13-7. 10 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Hamden on the attack, and the shot put up by Wolfington. He draws some contact, and Johnny Wolfington will be at the free throw line for a pair.
Pretty clean game. And a defensive-minded game for the most part. I mentioned the blocked shots, 3 straight possessions. Skowhegan came down, had shots blocked by 3 different Hamden players. But 13-7 to score, and just 3 team fouls combined on both clubs so far here.
Free throw is good by Wolfington. Has one more coming his way. Mark Hutchings coming in. Junior, you talked about him prior to the game, Ernie.
Yeah, played for Bangor for the last 2 years. Gives Hamden another big guy to go with McIntyre.
Wolfington 2 for 2 at the line, 15-7. Skowhegan looking for a final shot here in this first quarter, and another block shot. Double teamed in that left corner was Cam Barnes, and his shot is blocked. The buzzer sounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action here at Hamden Academy. 15-7 Broncos. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new. Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Welcome back to Hamden and Hamden Academy as we get things underway here in the second quarter. A takeaway by the Broncos, but they cannot convert at the other end. Quickly at the far end, the shot is up and off, no good. And whose basketball is it going to be? It's going to be Hamden basketball. So a couple of good opportunities there, one for each side, but a couple of misses here to start the action in the second. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark with you on this BDM Sports Game of the Week broadcast, first high school basketball broadcast of the season. And we got a loose ball, goes across the end line. It's going to remain with the Broncos.
Just 2 starters in there for Hamden right now, and Lozier, who's inbounding the basketball, and Wolfington.
Into Hutchings. Now they wheel it around to the left side. Webb headed briefly. Now it's Mikey Ray. Bounces it across the lane, and the Broncos will work it around the perimeter once again. Good defense here by Skowhegan, and it's going to pay off as the attempt at the offensive rebound there knocked out of bounds off the fingertips of Lozier.
That's a good effort by Skowhegan because Hamden will make you play defense for quite a while. They have patience on the perimeter. But that time, Hamden wound up getting a good shot. Mikey Ray couldn't get it to drop, and Lozier active trying to get the offensive rebound but couldn't gain control.
Here's a shot put up for 3, and it is good. Colby Estee. That gets the Indians 2 within 5. 15-10 our score. 6.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Wintry outside, very cozy inside the Hamden Academy Gymnasium, but Hamden strikes right back. It's Johnny Wolfington again, had a pair of free throws to end the first quarter and hits a 3 here.
I was going to say before Wolfington hit that 3 that Skowhegan had to be very happy, not only being within 5, but playing the game at a pace that's really not too much for them, and certainly not a pace where Hampton's scoring a lot of points in a hurry.
Foul coming here against the Broncos.
Hutchins.
Veteran official Dave Anderson making the call.
Foxcroft Academy man.
Better known as Hawk. Played for the University of Maine back in the day. Just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, recently.
All right, Skowhegan will put it in play from underneath their own basket. Barnes looking for some help. Finds Estee near midcourt. Now Barnes gets it on the left side. Goes inside briefly to Christopher. Back out top. Estee can't find any room. Looping pass into the corner. Dangerous pass there, but Barnes came away with it. Now Christopher trying to find a seam in that Hampden defense. Not a lot of movement away from the basketball right now for Skowhegan. A miss by Estee. Offensive rebound by Barnes. The putback won't go. LaChapelle with a rebound. Now his pass is taken away. Here's Lozier taking it all the way home. Nice job there by Lozier defensively and then fending off the defender to lay it up and in.
Yeah, some pretty good work on the offensive boards by Skowhegan, unrewarded. And then Lozier, who has grown a couple 3 inches from a year ago when he played as a freshman, using that extra reach to get his hand in the passing lane and winds up creating offense out of his defense.
And a foul here coming against the Broncos. It's going to go against Lozier. Ian McIntyre is going to check back in for Coach Russ Bartlett, a former Bronco himself. I guess we can call him a long-time coach now. He's been here for how long, Ernie?
Boy, I want to say about 14 years, approximately, give or take a year. So he's been here and had tremendous success.
Of course, this gymnasium, not that old, New Hampden Academy, built a few years ago. They now call this gym the Stable. There's a long 3. That's no good. Wolfington with the offensive rebound. His shot is rejected. Now a lob pass up ahead and a lay-in as Barnes lays it in. So Skowhegan, nice sequence there. After the block, they turn it into 2 points. Jump hook here. Nice touch by Ian McIntyre. Got the ball in the middle of the lane and turned it into 2.
Yeah, he's so adept at that, and he basically can get any kind of shot he wants off in a one-on-one situation. Good ball movement by Hampden created the one-on-one situation, and McIntyre scoring before Skowhegan could come with help defense.
Christopher kicked it out to Barnes. Now Barnes the take to the lane, shot up and off. And we're going to get 2 shots though. Barnes will be at the line for a pair as he is fouled. And I think that was McIntyre again. That's going to be 2 on Ian.
Probably see him, well, it's up to Coach Bartlett. He's confident that McIntyre can play with 2, but he's not going to let that happen. He's going to go to Mark Hutchins. And McIntyre likely to sit out the rest of the half.
Barnes hit the first one. The second one is in and out. But the offensive rebound there by Christopher. He puts it up and in. Hampden had the inside position obviously there, but could not corral that basketball. Christopher Johnny on the spot. Off glass for 2, and now what do we got here? An illegal
screen on Lozier, I believe. That's going to be 2 on him as well. So some fouls mounting up, but Hampden, one of their strengths is their depth, so Coach Bartlett can go to his bench and not worry about anybody picking up a 3rd foul before intermission.
If you're Skowhegan at this point with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first half, down by 7, you got the basketball. You got to feel pretty good about things, especially if you look at the Hampden scores through their first 3 games.
Yeah, you got to withstand the pressure on the perimeter by Hampden, and there it just took 15 seconds of it to create a turnover.
Yeah, Wolfington a good read there, picking that one off along the baseline. Then at the other end, he hits a 10-foot jumper using the glass. And just like that, it's now a 9-point lead for Hamden Academy.
Savvy senior for Hamden is Johnny Wolfington. 5 seniors, just 5 seniors on the Hamden roster. And that's a team that's largely intact from a year ago.
Here's Christopher, tricky dribbling through the Hamden defense. Nice job there as he got deep into that Bronco defense and found himself wide open in front of the basket.
Yeah, he's playing, A, with a lot of confidence, and B, he's gained the physical strength through football, largely that, again, there's a good move there and some quickness to draw the player control foul as we speak, playing with a lot of confidence. Played a kind of a role, was a role player for them last year, and this year, certainly, based on what we've seen so far, one of the leaders of this team.
Winch trying to make a move there, and Christopher planted himself and drew the charge. So Skowhegan with it, down by 7. 2.5 left to go here in the first half. Christopher picked up his dribble, looking for a little backdoor action there with Barnes, but now Hamden's going to take it away. Webb up ahead to Winch. Out top, Wolfington drives the right side of the lane. Tricky shot is up and off, but a foul against Skowhegan. So once again, Johnny Wolfington will be at the line for a couple of shots.
But you see how many different ways Hamden can attack you, whether it's on offense. Here, Wolfington pulling up for the bank shot, about a 10-footer there, off a turnover, and another turnover on the perimeter, producing free throws for the Hamden senior. And that's what Hamden has done. They've just upped the pressure on the defensive end on the perimeter, not even allowing Skowhegan to get in position to take shots, and they've been able to force a couple of turnovers here that they've turned into points.
Johnny Wolfington 2 for 2 at the line. 9-point lead once again for the Broncos. Barnes, left baseline, pulls up from 8 feet and hits.
That time, Skowhegan was able to attack before Hamden got its defense set, and Barnes accurate from about 10 feet.
Now here's Webb out top to Wolfington. He's guarded by Esty. Now bounce pass inside to Hutchings. Nothing there. Here's Winch on the right side, picks up his dribble. Now back out top, and that's going to be a travel, as Ross Webb tried to get things going a little too soon there.
Yeah, good patience by Hamden, good defense by Skowhegan, and sometimes the longer you're patient, the opportunity for a turnover heightens, and that's what happened there as Skowhegan now tries to cut into a 7-point deficit.
Here is Barnes with it. Right wing inside Christopher again, finding some room, and he's going to be fouled after making the bucket. Looks like it's going to go against Ross Webb. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Here's another look, Ernie. Nice bounce pass.
You saw Barnes on the perimeter, way on the perimeter, draw the double team to him, and then as you mentioned, the great bounce pass to Christopher. Christopher powered his way in, and another foul now, team 7th on Hamden against Webb. So good 2-man action there by the Skowhegan Indians.
And Christopher completes the 3-point play, so it is now a 4-point lead for the Broncos as we approach the 1-minute mark, and a collision, and this time
it's going to go against Hamden. Player control foul, team control foul, actually. Not player control foul is only on the shot. That's a team control foul on the pass, and that's 2 fouls now on Corey Winch.
And a timeout called here by Coach Netto of Skowhegan, as his team goes to the bench with plenty of energy.
Well, and plenty of momentum as well, as they've cut into this Hamden lead. A Hamden lead that was as much as 15 points at 22-7. So it's been a 15-4 run by Skowhegan since then to knock this down to a 2-possession game at 26-22.
There you see that move by Christopher there again, finding some space in that Hamden defense. Save for the best in John Deere sales and service. It's Greenway Equipment with locations in Bangor and Ellsworth. You can visit them at greenwayequipment.com. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Greenway Equipment, nothing runs like a Deere. Hamden back on the floor.
I'd see Skowhegan be a little patient here. Really work for a good shot. Try to keep this deficit, if there remains a deficit, as small as possible going into halftime.
Inside they go, pass deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds off Hamden.
One of the things Russ Bartlett, the Hamden coach, talked about before the game was how a lot of his players have grown a couple of inches since last year, and what it's done, it's made the team much rangier. And one of the benefits of that is being able to get longer arms into passing lanes, and we've seen that in some of their perimeter defense so far in this game.
And it looks like Skowhegan spreading the floor here, Ernie, and almost a takeaway there by Winch. It will turn into a turnover, as again, the nice hands there by Corey Winch forcing the turnover as Pierce was handling the basketball near midcourt. And here comes Wolfington, and he'll get the roll. So looked like Skowhegan was going to chew up a little time there, Ernie, spreading the floor. Didn't work out.
We'll see if they do that again, although Hamden's just simply not going to allow it. It put a lot of pressure on the perimeter players. Hamden doesn't want to foul. They don't want to put Skowhegan at the line, but they don't. They get a 5-second call as the defense of Ross Webb there, persistence on the perimeter, and Hamden winds up getting the last shot of the half and a chance to stretch his lead out just a little bit more.
Yeah, Coach Neto may be regretting that timeout. Things have not gone well since. 5 seconds left here in the first half. Hamden looking for the final shot. They go inside, reverse layup. It'll go down. Does it count? It does.
That's a gift.
What a shot there by Mikey Ray. Just threw it up with the left hand underneath the basket.
Some accidental offense there for the Broncos, and they'll take it. As you mentioned, it was a 4-point game with a minute left in the half, and Hamden amped up the defense against a Skowhegan team that looked to be looking to milk the clock a little bit. Turned out with a couple of turnovers in that time there. Good alertness by Mikey Ray. The ball actually went through the legs of a teammate right in front of him, got one hand on it, didn't really control it initially, but went from the right side of the lane to the left side of the lane, and knowing the clock was running down, just spun something up off the board and had it go in. And so now Hamden goes into halftime with a little momentum of its own, up 8 points.
All right, coming up next, it's the Next Home Experience halftime report. Our score at the half, Hamden 30, Skowhegan 22. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
Exclusive savings are happening at a Tradewinds location near you. Save big with our happy hour specials every day from 4 to 6 p.m. Grab a family size 1-topping pizza, $6.99. Get 1 pound of our tender boneless wings, $6.99. A full pound of our locally famous buffalo wings, $6.99. Or 1 pound of our crispy french fries, just $2.99. Get this bundle deal and save 50%. Score even more with extended hours on Sunday at a Tradewinds location near you.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today. at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new. Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Welcome back to Hamden Academy. Welcome to the Halftime Reports, the halftime show brought to you by the Next Home Experience. Whether buying or selling real estate, let our experience better yours. Visit nexthomeexperience.com. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, along with the Sportsnet Maine team here for the BDN Maine Game of the Week. 30-22, our halftime score. Ernie, let's take a look at some of these highlights. We've got some stats coming up later on here in the halftime show. Here's an early bucket for Hamden.
I believe that was Tommy Ray right off the bat with a three-pointer from the left wing. And here's Hamden in transition. Bryce Lozier going up for the shot and banks it in. And Skowhegan's off to a fast start. Cam Barnes for Skowhegan at the free throw line for the second of two around the rim and out. But here's Marcus Christopher, I believe, in the right spot for a three-point play for Skowhegan. And now Johnny Wolfington, who led the Broncos with 11 points in the first half, gets by a defender, pulls up for the 10-footer off glass, and playing with a lot of confidence is the senior guard. Now here's Barnes drawing the double team to him, passing the bounce pass between the defenders to Christopher for a basket as Skowhegan went on a 15-4 run to cut the gap to 4 points. But here comes Hamden with a little accidental offense. The ball goes through the legs of one player to Mikey Ray, who just flips up.
Touch, the spin he put on that shot.
Yeah, a reverse layup with a lot of English. His English teacher would be very proud as the ball goes through the net, and Hamden gets that basket at the buzzer to push their lead back out to 8 at 30-22.
All right, we'll take another timeout here in the Next Home Experience halftime reports. Coming up next, we've got some stats. We'll also talk about our next game coming up on December 28th. Back with more of the halftime show on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Exclusive savings are happening at a Tradewinds location near you. Save big with our happy hour specials every day from 4 to 6 p.m. Grab a family size one-topping pizza, $6.99. Get 1 pound of our tender boneless wings, $6.99. A full pound of our locally famous buffalo wings, $6.99. Or 1 pound of our crispy french fries, just $2.99. Get this bundle deal and save 50%. Score even more with extended hours on Sunday at a Tradewinds location near you.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new. Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Back here at Hamden Academy, we are underway here in second half action. Broncos have the basketball as we get things going. Hamden with a 30-22 advantage. Ian McIntyre in the right corner. Here's Wolfington trying a three. He's got it. Good start for the Broncos. Just wondering what Coach Bartlett might have said in the halftime talk.
I think just to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're getting challenged somewhat for the first time this season, so interesting to see how they respond to it. Skowhegan comes out to start the second half in that 2-3 zone, and good kick-out pass by McIntyre sets up the three-pointer by Wolfington, and now we'll see who that foul is on. It's on Ian McIntyre, and
it's number 3.
42 seconds into the third quarter. He's sitting on 3 fouls, and he may have to rest some more, although no early indication that Russ Bartlett is going in that direction as Christopher heads to the line.
That could certainly change the complexion of the ball game. Christopher at the free throw line, 2 for 2. He's had a solid night so far.
Yeah, 13 points to lead the way for Skowhegan. Wolfington now with 14 to lead Hamden.
Lozier will try a three, and it's got it.
Again, there's McIntyre kicking the ball out from the middle of the defense, and this is why it's tough to play zone against Hamden Academy, because they've got numerous long-range shooters. There's Lozier with his first 3 of the night.
Bounce pass to Christopher, quickly picked up by McIntyre. 3 missed there by Pierce, and the rebound down to the Broncos. Up ahead it goes to Wolfington, pulls up for 3 and hits. Just like that, Johnny Wolfington has extended the Bronco lead to 15.
Yeah, it was a minute left in the half. It was 4.
Yeah,
and just like that, and just like that, and since then it's been 13-2 for Hamden, and the last 9 coming from beyond the three-point arc, and a 30-second timeout now by Tom Netto, the Skowhegan coach, to try to help his guys regroup. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's look ahead, Ernie, to our next ball game here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Coming up on the 28th, that's a 4:30 tip-off, and it's going to be the Herman Hawks, another very impressive team. They'll be on the road as they travel a bit north, and they'll be taking on the Old Town Coyotes.
Yeah, as much as Hamden was a favorite in Class A North during the preseason, Herman has got similar depth, similar makeup, similar returning players. They're a pretty significant favorite in Class B North and off to an undefeated start under Mark Reed. So it'll be an interesting test on the road as they go to Old Town.
Nice up and under move there by Christopher. Missed the initial attempt but got it back, and the putback will go. And now we've got something on the floor. Stopping the action here, but a good take once again from Marcus Christopher.
Yeah, he's now got 15 of the 26 points that Skowhegan has scored, just using his strength and experience to get things done.
Lozier goes between the legs near the left elbow now. It's McIntyre backing in, and a push from behind that's going to go against La Chapelle.
Hand check there. Really not a lot of fouls in this game. Skowhegan only had 3 in the first half. That's just the 4th foul of the game against the Indians, the 2nd against La Chapelle, who's playing a big defensive role. He's the size that matches up with Ian McIntyre.
Entry pass inside to McIntyre. Tries to power his way up there. Again, working against LaChapelle. And McIntyre will draw the foul. He's going to be at the line for a couple.
That's Hampden recognizing an opportunity, knowing that LaChapelle is their size. Just picked up his second, so they immediately go back to McIntyre, and he goes aggressively to the basket and picks up foul number 3 on LaChapelle. And now Tom Netto, the Skowhegan coach, has a decision to make in terms of how long he wants to go with LaChapelle. It looks like not for long, as number 20, Kyle Cruz, is at the scores table.
So Cruz will check in. LaChapelle out. Takes his 3 personal fouls to the Indian bench. Meanwhile, McIntyre 2 for 2 at the line. So the lead is back to 15 for the Broncos, looking to go to 4-0 against the Indians here tonight. Hampden has dominated this series. They lead at 23-2, Ernie. They've won 17 straight against Skowhegan.
Yeah, that's not really a surprise. They've done that to a lot of teams over the last decade.
Estes drives. Gets it off to Cruz. Now on the right side, it's Pierce. Pierce flips it back to Estes. Now Pierce gets it back, looking for a little help there. Barnes a long 3. That's off, no good. Offensive rebound, though, up and in. As Cruz kind of ran into that loose ball, but he knew what to do with it.
Yeah, actually, Hampden player slapped it back toward the basket, and Cruz was right there to follow up the missed 3 by Barnes.
Left corner, it is Ray. He drives, can't get the shot to go. McIntyre's follow won't go, and the rebound down to Christopher. Straight up the floor, up the right side of the lane, no good. Cruz a nice follow. His shot up wild and off, no good. And here comes Winch for Hampden. He takes it to the lane, kicks it out, right corner. Lozier's 3 is in. Good job there by Winch, drawing the defense into the lane. He took it hard and knew he had a teammate in that right corner, and Lozier with the drain.
Yeah, go to the spot you're most comfortable at, and obviously for Lozier, that is in that right corner. 4th three-pointer of the quarter for Hampden.
Strong take there by Cam Barnes, but he can't finish. 16-point lead for the Broncos. This is their biggest of the game. Here's Ray's 3, and he's got another one. Had a couple in the first half. What's he up to now, Ernie?
He is up to 9 points, all on 3-pointers. Three 3-pointers.
And now a steal by Wolfington. Drives along the left side, tries to reverse it on the right side, takes a hard hit. But he is A-OK, gets a hand up from a teammate and Marcus Christopher. So Wolfington's going to be at the line.
Yeah, it's just got to be demoralizing for the opponents. I mean, we mentioned early in the game, before the game, Hampden's average victory margin, well over 30 points, wins by 33, 38, and 36 coming into the game. And here's Skowhegan doing everything it possibly could to hang around for a while. And we mentioned it's a 4-point game with 1:12 left in the first half. And now, less than 5 minutes of playing time later, the Broncos have surged out to a 20-point lead, and that's without getting a ton of offense in terms of points from their all-state star, Ian McIntyre. It's been the 3-point shot that has set the Broncos apart here tonight, and so far in the second quarter, it's been all Hampden, and now they're going to call a timeout, I believe.
Timeout called. Mark Hutchings actually checking in for Ian McIntyre. Hey, the Crazy About Football contest is back at your local Tradewinds Market. Enter to win at the Tradewinds Markets all over eastern and central Maine. It's pretty simple. Find your Tradewinds Market, locate the Crazy About Football contest display, pick the total score in the Patriots game that week. Pats will be taking on the Bills this coming weekend. Weekly prize, a $50 gas card. There will be 2 grand prize winners at season's end. Those grand prize winners will get a $250 gas card. Tradewinds Market, your corner store, and more.
So Hampden, in this third quarter, is 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. Hampden a load to cover on the inside with the likes of Ray and McIntyre. And here is Winch with a kick out I believe that's Lozier in the right corner. Nothing but nets. The guys get to their spots, and whoever's bringing the ball up, and that could be one of several players. In that time, it was Winch, could be Johnny Wolfington. They know where their shooters are and are able to identify that and create for them high percentage shots, even though they're 20 feet away.
Yeah, Hampden being very aggressive in the passing lane. And speaking of aggressive in the passing lane, a takeaway there by Barnes, and Skowhegan will turn it into 2. Up and in with the shot there is Cole Pierce, and he gets fouled in the act. So Pierce will be at the line trying to make it a 3-point play. Still all kinds of time left here, as you see the shot up and down.
The foul on Mikey Ray, his first. You can see that Skowhegan's going to be a solid program just by the way they're hanging in as well as they are, even though they're down 18. It was a spurt by Hampden based on 3-point shooting that you don't necessarily expect, 5 for 5 in just a couple of minutes, and that's what stretched this lead out. But it seems like Skowhegan's a team that's pretty well composed.
Here's Ray on the right baseline, gets a nice roll there. Got the feet turned around, little fall-away jumper from about 10, 11 feet, and the friendly roll. So Ray for the first time.
Yeah, you see his versatility there, posting up after shooting 3-pointers for most of his offense early on.
Say you got to be really conscious of every pass you make if you're Skowhegan. You also got to be really conscious of every dribble you attempt as well. Those Hampden Academy defenders, the hands are everywhere.
Playing man-to-man, but always with one eye toward the lane there. If not for Marcus Christopher's physical strength, would have been another turnover, but he was able to maintain enough possession to get that extra reach out of, in this case, Mark Hutchings, his second foul, and Christopher heads back to the line for the Indians.
I'm sure it's pure coincidence, but go back to that timeout that Coach Neto called with 1:15 left to go in the first half, and since then.
You think about the situation they were in. They had just outscored Hampden 15-4 and had some momentum, and I can understand why you would try to limit the possessions in that final minute. You don't want Hampden going on a surge then, but they weren't able to take advantage. Hampden was able to do some good things, and they came out for the third quarter with the momentum, and I think it was Wolfington hit a 3 right out of the gate in the third quarter, and it just set the Broncos off.
Loose ball there goes across the end line off a Bronco, so Skowhegan with it. 2:15 left to go, and there's Ray jumping into the passing lane. Pass intended for Christopher, and Tommy Ray takes it all the way in for 2.
Yeah, you really see his versatility here in the last minute. No longer a three-pointer. The area is guarding 25 feet away from the basket.
Barnes, nice pass there into the center of the lane. The shot up and off as Prokop with the miss there. Now Webb at the other end. That shot won't go. And the rebound down to Barnes, and we got a foul here against the Broncos. Certainly a disappointing finish to the season last year for Coach Russ Bartlett's team, as they were bounced in the quarterfinal round. So you got to feel they're really on a mission here this season.
Well, they had graduated that team with Nick Gilpin and Connor Moore and the older McIntyre. They had graduated a strong group that had played together for a long time, and that group last year was a new group. And as it turned out, a little young and got knocked off in the opening round by number 8 Coney. Matter of fact, number 7 Coney. Matter of fact, Skowhegan went into that tournament last year as the number 8 seed, and they knocked off number 1 Madomic Valley in the quarterfinals too. So it was a wild tournament to get off to a very wild start last year. And Skowhegan's got a few of those players back from last year, suffered some graduation losses, and you can just tell that Hampden's motivated to get back to their championship ways here this winter.
Wolfington misses the 3 there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hampden. So Skowhegan with the basketball. Coach Neto, a warning on that last Skowhegan possession. One of the officials. Here's Christopher driving, going up with a shot, but a foul against the Broncos. And Marcus Christopher back to the line again. He has shown no fear inside, down low there.
Here's a kid. I mean, we talk about confidence from football. Here's a kid that threw for well over 2,000 yards during the high school football season. And you just see him playing basketball, just building off the confidence that he had during football season and leading the Indians to the class. I guess it was Class B North Championship in football, and a chance to play for a state title.
His father, John, pretty good athlete in his day, the athletic director at Skowhegan Area High School. Christopher hits 2 free throws. That makes it 53-34. 55 seconds left to go here in the third, and a mishandle there by Lozier. And coming away with it is Skowhegan. Here's Christopher on the left side. Looks out top. Pierce is there. Now Barnes on the right wing. He's guarded by Webb. Back to the right wing they go. Pierce to the lane. Flips it over his shoulder. The shot is no good. Missed there by Prokop. And Prokop will pick it back up near midcourt. Here come the Indians. Off-balance shot, but it's good by Christopher. And it's 53-36. How many points does Christopher have now?
And he's pushing 20. I have him for 20 at this point. 20 out of the 36. Certainly not going down without a fight out of these Indians.
Wolfington looking for the last shot. Takes it to the lane, hits the floor, and he's going to travel. Coach Bartlett with a slight reaction over on the Hamden bench. Thought there
might have been some contact there, but you're up 17. It doesn't look to be in good taste, I suppose, to complain at that point.
Christopher gets it back. He's got an open 3, but it's going to be short. And that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3 here in Hamden, it is the Broncos 53 and the Indians 36. This is the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your picnic table and your park bench. It's your hotel room, your office, and your nursery. It's your first date and a shoulder to cry on. It's your barbershop, your dance floor, and your toolbox. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
We are back at Hamden Academy. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark from the Bangor Daily News. BDN Sports Game of the Week. Skowhegan on the road at Hamden Academy. Playing despite the wintry conditions outside. Other high school games postponed tonight. Here is Skowhegan with the basketball as we get things going. And right off the bat, they turn it over to to Hamden. Inside they go to McIntyre, backing in and scoops it up there. It's off, no good. Mikey Ray with the offensive rebound, kick out to Webb, and he hits the 3.
Boy, just so many ways to score again. That time, some good work on the offensive boards by Mikey Ray, and there's Ross Webb out on the perimeter as all the Skowhegan defenders have crashed the boards, wide open for the three-pointer.
20-point lead for Hamden. Here is Barnes, pulls up, and the shot will not go, and the rebound down to Mikey Ray. Mikey Ray, just a sophomore, has shown some capability here tonight. Reverse layup, no good there by Winch, and the putback won't go for McIntyre, but Pierce will lose control of the basketball, and it's going to be Bronco ball. Wolfington will trigger it along the end line, comes into Winch. Wolfington gets it back, fakes the 3. Couple of dribbles, now tries to get it to McIntyre. He ended up underneath the basket. Ray ends up with the basketball in the right corner. This time he does not get the bounce, but McIntyre, the offensive rebound, and he'll end up at the line for a couple of shots.
Yeah, good ball movement again. Looked a little chaotic at times, but again, Hamden's players in their spots wound up with an open three-pointer for Tommy Ray from the right baseline, and there's Ian McIntyre getting to the free throw line through some hard work on the offensive boards.
Good look at the big guy right there. Second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. Biggest lead for the Broncos, 22. Here's Marcus Christopher's had a very good night for the Indians. Screen set there by Prokop for Pierce. Now Pierce works it back to the left side, and ball was loose, went back into the hands of Este, but eventually Hamden coming away with it. Up ahead it goes to McIntyre. Cannot get the shot to go, but Tommy Ray right there to keep the possession for the Broncos. Now a drive along the right baseline and a foul coming here against Skowhegan.
Just too active. The big guys active underneath, near the basket. Ray, Mikey Ray, McIntyre, and then the perimeter defense, Wolfington, Webb, Lozier when he's in there.
Winch misses the first of two. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, enjoy the ride. Dean's gift cards are always the perfect fit for the holidays. Give them a call, 945-3016, or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. Second free throw good by Winch. That makes it 59-36 Broncos. Barnes almost lost it, gets it back, goes behind the back, and now a reach-in foul or a bump here by Winch.
Going to be the 17th foul or 16th foul on Hamden. Winch almost had the steal the first time, but that second reach-in was just too much for the officials to ignore.
And an errant pass there, but
I think Wolfington might have got his foot on that. It's so tough to get open looks. It's just tiring to play offense against sometimes.
Lob pass comes into Barnes. He hands it off to Pierce. Pierce, the point guard on the Skowhegan team. Now skip pass over to Prokop. Prokop makes a move. Picks up his dribble on the near baseline. Here's Christopher. He's being hounded by Tommy Ray. Clock continues to wind down. 5:20 left to go. Here's Pierce in the left corner. Nothing there. Again, Hamden maintaining that position between their opponent and the basket. Miss there by Barnes, and the rebound down to the Broncos.
Yeah, just frustrating there. It's just Hamden. It's nothing but man-to-man defense. Nothing fancy.
Long range shot there by Ray. It's no good. And the rebound down to Christopher for Skowhegan.
Not fancy, but very effective.
And a nice move by Christopher in the lane. Got deep, spun, put it off glass for 2 points. So his solid night continues.
22 for the junior.
And a nice feed there into McIntyre. Winch drew the defense on the right side of the lane. Kind of an underhanded pass to the left side of the lane, and McIntyre knows what to do with it.
Yeah, it's hard to leave your your offensive player when it's Ian McIntyre, but Winch doing a good job of penetrating the defense, forced Skowhegan to leave McIntyre and left him with a layup.
High arching shot, no good there by Pierce. Hamden with the rebound, quickly up the floor they go. Webb looks underneath, and he's got his man, Tommy Ray, up and in for 2 more. And the Broncos rolling now, and Coach Neto wants to talk things over once again. So timeout on the floor with 4:03 left to go as we look at the Greenway replay here. And
here's Webb just pulling up. Nice bounce pass around a defender to Ray, and Ray rewards him with an assist, making that layup. Again, it's unselfishness by Hamden Academy as much as anything else on the offensive end. The defense is relentless. The offense takes what it can get, and usually it is forged from the extra pass, as Webb in that situation had a 15-footer wide open with Ray underneath the basket to grab the offensive rebound, but instead rewarded Ray for running the full length of the court with that nice bounce pass to the baseline, and Ray finished it off. Ray now with 15 for Hamden. Let's look here. Wolfington with 19. I said Ray with 15. McIntyre with 10. Lozier with 8. So there's balance to be had there for the Broncos offensively. Winch with 6 points and several assists here in the fourth quarter.
Skowhegan with it out of the timeout. Right side, Pierce, and he has it knocked away by Webb. Webb saves it in. What a play there by Ross Webb, and Hamden at the other end, and thinking about slamming it home was Winch. Couldn't quite execute it, but the ball does go through the hoop. Give the Broncos 2 more. They lead it by 27.
And there's a little bit of everything, that perimeter defense and that attack mode on offense. And here's another turnover there as it's getting away from the Indians now, as Hamden's doing to them what they've done to their first 3 opponents this year.
Wolfington the miss. Offensive rebound put back by McIntyre, though. How tall is Winch? That was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, it really was. He's about 6'2", 6'3", maybe. A little deceptive height-wise, 6'2".
Really?
Yeah. I would say so. I mean, you look at guys like McIntyre, who's a solid 6'5", and I got it.
Oh, look at the hands.
I got that.
Look at the hands. Can we get a replay on that?
You realize I only needed 926 points for 1,000 in my career? Something like that.
Oh.
I was very unselfish.
There we are.
Oh, boy. We'll see if this next shot goes, I get a hockey assist.
All right, some new Indians out there on the floor with the basketball now. Jimmy Reed, he's just a freshman. And see who else is out there. Reed gets it back. Webb has him. And that pass almost hit the sideline. Mikey Ray comes away with it. Again, it's Winch ahead of the pack, and he's got 2 more.
Yeah, Hamden certainly knows what to do with transition offense off defensive turnovers. There's just always somebody running to the basket, anticipating the steal when the ball gets loose, and usually they're the ones that are rewarded with a layup on the other end.
Alex Higgins has the basketball now into the ball game for Coach Neto. Chase Carey also out there for the Indians. Here's Cruz, and see who got the bucket there. Number 11, Tyler Elliott.
Yeah, that was a heck of a pass from Cruz. 20 with a one-time bounce pass behind him to Elliott down low for the layup.
Northeast Driving School has been Maine's leader in driver education since 1969. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Greater Bangor's #1 is Northeast Driving School. Call 942-1769 or register at northeastdrivingschool.com.
I'll tell you, I don't know what the other games were like for Hamden, but Skowhegan's not a bad team. They're going to be 2-2 after this game. They're going to lose by well over 20 points, as you see Winch in for the near dunk. Yeah, maybe 6'1". I'm coming down. Because when you're a basketball player, you always put in the program that you're an inch or 2 taller.
All right, Mikey Ray with it, skips it left. Into the ball game is Drew Johnston for Coach Bartlett. Also out there, Andy Ray. It's a Ray fest here tonight at the stable.
Yeah, I'm not sure of all the relationships there. I don't believe Mikey Ray and Tommy Ray are related. I don't believe so.
There might be one brother combo in there. Also on the floor, A.J. Todd for the Broncos. And here's Hutchings going up for the bucket. So the Broncos above the 70 mark. They now have their biggest lead of the ball game, 71-40. So a close first half. They started to get away from the Indians late in that first half. And many times you can point to like the first 3 or 4 minutes of half number 2, and then oftentimes will determine the outcome in a basketball game or a football game.
Certainly came out firing, made their first 5 3-pointers in the third quarter. But I think your point about the end of the first half is well taken, as Hamden was able to extend that lead from 4 to 8, as Skowhegan looking to be a little patient there at the end.
Hunter Doherty is going to get his first 2 points of the night. Nice move there on the left block, on the right block, I should say.
Yeah, pretty good defense by Cavelli Collins. Let's see what year he is. A junior. Good height there for Skowhegan, number 14, but Doherty, with a strong move.
Catch The Drive weekdays 4 to 6 p.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. The Drive, your sports, your teams, your show. And Clark on The Drive today.
Yeah, somebody's got to
Wowing
bail that operation out.
Here's Reed for the Indians.
Did I tell you about my car repair guy, Jim?
Yes, you did, Ernie. I hope the check is in the mail.
I haven't seen the ad rates yet.
And time will expire here at Hamden Academy as the Broncos move to 4-0 as they down the Skowhegan Indians 73-40. The Indians now 2-2 on the season. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a post-game show. We've got highlights, we've got stats, and more here on the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
It's your Monday morning and your Friday night. It's your suitcase, your tour guide, and your photo booth. It's your new beginning and your fresh start. It's your library, your hotspot, and your movie theater. It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Exclusive savings are happening at a Tradewinds location near you. Save big with our happy hour specials every day from 4 to 6 p.m. Grab a family size 1-topping pizza, $6.99. Get 1 pound of our tender boneless wings, $6.99. A full pound of our locally famous buffalo wings, $6.99. Or 1 pound of our crispy french fries, just $2.99. Get this bundle deal and save 50%. Score even more with extended hours on Sunday at a Tradewinds location near you.
If time is infinite, why is there never enough of it? A John Deere One Family Tractor with Quick Park lets you attach and go. iMatch Quick Hitch gives you more time for what you love, so it takes less work to do more work. Auto Connect Drive Over Mower Deck? Done. They're not making any more land, but there's plenty of time if you know where to look.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth, or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new. Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Academy and the BDN Sports Game of the Week. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, along with our entire crew. Kim Mitchell from Digital Workshop. We got Mark Paulette on replays. Of course, Kim running the show here, keeping us all in line. We got Daniel Tracy on one of the cameras, and of course Jay Baines working the floor here tonight for this broadcast. Let's get to some highlights here, Ernie, from this Hamden win. They move to 4-0 as we see some of the youngsters trying to make their own highlights on the floor here at the stable.
And Mikey Ray kicks back to Wolfington, I believe, straight ahead three-point shot. As Hamden gets off to a good start. Here comes Skowhegan.
Trying to hang in this one.
Pull-up jumper. I believe that was Cam Barnes.
Got it.
Knocked that one down. Now, I defy you to tell me what that is exactly. There's a shot, though, and it goes.
It was a 3 for Hamden. We know that. Interesting vantage point there.
Left-handed tough shot off the rim by Christopher, but good work to get his offensive rebound and put that back in for Skowhegan. Christopher leading the way for the Indians tonight with 22. Here comes Corey Winch. Left-handed pass out to the wing. Bryce Lozier from the right wing with 3. Hamden started out the second half 5 for 5 from beyond the arc. Here's another one there.
Tommy.
Was that Tommy Ray?
Yep.
It was indeed, and Ray had 3 threes on the night. Here comes Ray again.
After a steal.
After transition off the defensive play by Hamden, and Christopher again tries to work into the paint. Nice spin move. Half hook over Ray. Gets that one to drop. And here's Hamden again. Here's Ross Webb. Had the jump shot, drew the defense toward him. Instead, it's a nice bounce pass underneath, and I think that's Ray cashing in.
We'll take a timeout here. We'll come back with some stats from this one here with the BDN Sports Game of the Week.
You deserve a clean car. Let Dean's take care of the details. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Let the pros at Dean's renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. For interior detailing, exterior detailing, and complete detailing packages, call Dean's at 945-3016 or book your appointment online at deansdetailing.com. And Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit for any special occasion. Dean's Detailing. We make used look like new. Choosing the right school for driver's ed has never been more important. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Greater Bangor's #1 team of instructors is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Northeast offers a variety of weekday and weekend courses. Call 942-1769 or sign up at northeastdrivingschool.com.
We may not be the biggest, but we're definitely the best. Here at Tim's Plumbing, we know that when a plumbing issue pops up, you need it fixed. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. We even do kitchen and bath remodeling. The master licensed technicians here at Tim's Plumbing specialize in installations, repiping, and service repair. You can call us at 735-4969 or 327-1620. At Tim's Plumbing, service is our specialty.
Exclusive savings are happening at a Tradewinds location near you. Save big with our happy hour specials every day from 4 to 6 p.m. Grab a family size 1-topping pizza, $6.99. Get 1 pound of our tender boneless wings, $6.99. A full pound of our locally famous buffalo wings, $6.99. Or 1 pound of our crispy french fries, just $2.99. Get this bundle deal and save 50%. Score even more with extended hours on Sunday at a Tradewinds location near you.
What do you get when you combine pure diesel power with 1,600 pounds of raw iron and steel? Meet the 2R series from John Deere. Up to 32 horsepower, four-wheel drive, cruise control, and a 6-year powertrain warranty that's best in its class. This rugged workhorse won't make your breakfast, but with quick attach features, you can do pretty much anything else. Ride one today at your John Deere dealer.
Visit Greenway Equipment in Bangor and Ellsworth or find us online at greenwayequipment.com.
Welcome back to Hammond Academy post-game show. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, get you some quick numbers here, and then we'll talk about our next broadcast. Ernie, give us some of the scoring totals here tonight.
Yeah, pretty balanced effort for Hamden, 73 points, 4 in double figures, led by Johnny Wolfington with 19, Tommy Ray with 15, Ian McIntyre 12, and Corey Winch with 10, Bryce Lozier with 8 points. So that's a pretty significant five-man offensive production there tonight for Skowhegan. 40 points, 22 from Marcus Christopher, Cole Pierce with 6, and Cam Barnes with 5. So, you know, the key for Hamden in the long run is, if you asked Russ Bartlett, would be the defensive effort. And you keep teams to 40 and under, and generally speaking, you only have to figure out how to score 41. Well, they're not having any trouble scoring a lot more than 41 so far this season, and as a result, they're 4-0.
Yes, indeed, and the Indians now 2-2. Ernie, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
All right, follow Ernie's coverage at BangorDailyNews.com and in BDN Maine. All right, do want to mention this broadcast brought to you by Digital Workshop, specializing in video production, including weddings, events, sports videos, videos for business, and the web. Digital Workshop, simply the best. And our next broadcast, well, first I want to mention this broadcast here tonight. It'll be available on demand at driveshowmaine.com in just a couple of days. We'll have that up for you by Friday. And you can catch all the action from this one at driveshowmaine.com. Our next live stream happens on December 28th, and that'll feature the Herman Hawks and the Old Town Coyotes in a Class B matchup up in Old Town. So looking forward to seeing those two teams. Herman, a very talented team coming back, and we'll have that one for you beginning at 4:30 again on Tuesday, December 28th. And I believe actually that is, I believe that's on a Thursday, December 28th. Thursday, December 28th, 4:30 p.m., Herman at Old Town, again live, BangorDailyNews.com/game of the week. All right, that's going to do it for our game here tonight. The Broncos, the victors in this one. Again, thanks to the crew, Ernie Clark from the Bangor Daily News, Kim Mitchell, our director, Mark Paulette on replays, Danny Tracy and Jay Baines working the cameras here tonight at the stable. I'm Jim Churchill saying so long, and we look forward to having you with us for our next broadcast again on the 28th up in Old Town. This has been the BDN Sports Game of the Week.